Hello, it's Kath here. And I'm talking again about love, and this time I'm talking about the search. Mine was a long one. I didn't find the person that I eventually would spend the rest of my life with until I was 50 years old. So I'm telling you, I have something to say about the search. And this is it. I started to notice that I was attracting men who were a lot of fun, but they couldn't keep their act together. They didn't have an act, let alone keep it together. And once you start repeating a pattern, don't you kind of want to pay attention to it? Yes. And what happened is I knew that something was going on with me that kept attracting that over and over again. Really nice men, fun, as I said, but not lifelong material. So it was getting, frankly, depressing. And here's what happened. Once I was willing to admit that I was somehow participating in this, and I think that's a good idea. If you're in the search, you're participating in it. And I just made the decision I was going to figure this out. And I think that's part of it also. And so one day, here's what happened. I was reading a book by Louise Hay, and a sentence just jumped off the page. I mean, jumped off the page. I hope you've had that happen. It's quite an experience. And here's what I discovered. I was attracting men who were fun but didn't have their act together because I had made a decision, and I'd forgotten I'd made this decision, that I was not going to be dominated by a man like my father dominated my mother. And it was really just that era, men were in charge, women said, yes, dear. And that's what I had as a model. And I decided I wasn't going to do that. So what did I do in all my creativity was I attracted men who I didn't have to worry about them dominating me because they couldn't even keep their own act together. Hello. And it was from that day on that things started to change. And it led me to the one. So those of you who are still searching, if there's a pattern that just keeps repeating itself and repeating itself and repeating itself, sorry, you got to take a look at what's going on. And if you're willing to admit that you need to take responsibility for that, just watch. The universe will help you. Stay open, stay aware, and may you find the search that's just the right one. Possible. This is Kath. Thanks for listening. HumanTuneUp.com.